All projects at Rocket begin with our Launchpad process. This iterative process allows us the required time it takes through the discovery and execution phase to design and validate with users and partners. Before jumping right into design, it's important that we go through the research and discovery phase. This allows us to better understand the domain we're working in. Research any and all existing documentation, as well as understanding the business needs. What will make this a successful project? We also want to understand the user needs by talking to users and subject matter experts to understand what it is in their current process that's broken and what it is they require to ensure they successfully can complete their missions. Once we have a good understanding of this, we can then move into the design phase. Before wireframing, we need to identify a use case. This is done by targeting a specific user and understanding their role and responsibilities. Furthermore, we identify their primary task and then validate the use case with partners and users alike. This is ultimately what we begin to design against. Once we've identified a user and a use case, we can then begin the process of charting system and user flows. This allows us to see a bird's eye view of the end-to-end process we're designing for and quickly identify any blockers or areas of improvement in the task that we've identified. Beginning the design phase always starts with sketching. These are low fidelity and highly conceptual. This allows us to focus more on communicating ideas and less on visual aesthetics. The next step is to take those sketches into a digital platform. High-level block diagrams, much like sketches, can quickly be reimagined as the designs evolve. When our block diagrams have been validated, we begin moving towards more high-fidelity wireframe. This is where we begin plugging in real information and honing in on the details. This will serve as one of the final deliverables from the UX team, as well as the artifact that we begin carrying into user testing. Our next step in the design process is to user test. This is done either moderated in person or remote moderated. When testing, we author a script that aligns with the task flows we've identified at the beginning. In our testing, we may do performance testing with a clickable prototype to gather quantitative and qualitative insight, as well as conduct A/B test or card sorting activities. Once testing is over, we begin to process the findings. Not only are we able to see where our designs fell short or performed well, but we begin to identify themes that come out of our testing. These findings and themes become part of our findings report that we share with stakeholders. Having our users interact with our design and get feedback is key to ensuring that we're designing in their best interests. This design and test cycle continues until the end of the project, ensuring we are continually engaging with our users. When this process is complete, we then migrate the wireframes into visual design and development. The visual design process leverages our Astro design system. This is an evolving set of user-tested components that allow teams to build rich, custom applications that meet the needs of their users. The design system consists of UX guidelines, an HTML, CSS framework, and web components. Together, it allows for rapid visual design and development while ensuring accessibility and user-centered design methods are at the core of it all. Our visual designs are then built as sample apps, which are a web-based, rich application that can be accessed by designers, developers, or anyone to see how these components are built using best practices.